All right, hello and welcome everybody. Fence Live. I'm your host, Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. Welcome to another episode of Deportation Defense Live. Today our theme is in honor of Valentine's Day. Our theme's a little twisted for Valentine's Day. We're going to share, how can love get you deported? All right? How can love get a person deported from the United States? How can love cause problems? That's what we're going to talk about today, so welcome. And thank you for being here. It's an honor to be here with you on this 14th of February of 2023. So welcome. The Deportation Defense Live is here to train, teach, inspire, and empower immigrants who are facing deportation to make the most out of immigration law, to make the most out of their lives, and to win their cases. All right? And so are you facing removal in immigration court, or do you know someone who's facing removal in immigration court? Because if so, you know it's not easy. It's an uphill battle. The laws are against us. And here at Deportation Defense Live, we are here to maximize your chances of winning that case. All right? So today, as I mentioned, our theme is, how can love get you deported? And kind of a crazy topic, right? And so thank you for being here. If you have questions as I go, then please send them in, right? I'll say what I want to say and share what I want to share, and then time permitting, we'll open it up for any questions, if there are any, and then we'll wrap up and do this episode also in Spanish. Okay? So that's the plan. That's the plan. Sticking to it. My empowerment tip for today, it is Valentine's Day after all, so happy Valentine's Day. I actually have some flowers here in honor of Valentine's Day. I bought a bouquet for my wife this morning. I also bought some flowers that I am giving to every member of my team today, just to say thank you. So I'm doing that for everybody that's here in the office today. Who could you give some flowers to this Valentine's Day? You know, who could you share some love with this Valentine's Day? Because the empowerment tip, right, is don't take love, give it. Love is meant to be given, all right? So on this day, don't hold back. Don't hide it. Love is not meant to be a secret. Share it, all right? So if you're in love with someone, tell them, all right? If you really appreciate someone, tell them, all right? Share that with them. Like, tell them what they mean to you. Go for it, all right? Now's a great day to do it. Might as well. All right. So, okay. So thank you for being here. Hope that's useful. So how can love get a person deported? Now, let me preface this with the statement that love doesn't cause anyone to be deported, of course. All right. Love is a feeling. Love is an emotion. It doesn't trigger any adverse consequences at all to feel love. All the reverse. The feeling of love causes lots of good things in a person's life. But certain actions and certain decisions that might be misplaced can cause problems. And so what I want to share today are 5 situations where you might call it love, but really it's the decisions that are made perhaps because of love in our minds that can lead to serious adverse immigration consequences. And so I want to talk about them, all right? Deportation Defense Live, thank you for tuning in. Way number 1, right? Imagine this. Listen to this. Think about this. Imagine you love your family member, all right? You love your family member, but your family member is receiving death threats in your home country, right? And so you decide to help that person to cross the border without permission. All right? Your doing that constitutes quote-unquote alien smuggling, and that makes you deportable. So don't do that. That would be a mistake. All right? Yes, you love your family member, right? And we wish your family member all the best. Your family member has a legal right to come and request asylum, but if you use that situation and then make a decision to try to bring them across the border without permission, then that causes a serious problem for you and your immigration status. The consequences of it are so severe that your family member is not going to want you to go through that. Okay? And so I just wanted to share that. That's way number one. All right? Way number two is imagine that you love your family and you want to support them. You want to support them financially. And so you claim to be a U.S. citizen. You say, yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen, so that you can get a really great job in the U.S. and then be able to support your family financially. The problem is that falsely claiming U.S. citizenship, one, it's fraud, but two, it causes deportability, and there's no waivers of it. The consequences are severe, all right? Even out of love for your family, don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Don't make false claims to citizenship. If you're just tuning in right now, welcome, all right? I'm Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, and I'm going through 5 ways that love, in honor of Valentine's Day, could cause your deportation. And of course, love doesn't cause the deportation of anyone. It's the actions that you take and the decisions that you make that can lead to deportability. So I hope this is useful, and thank you for tuning in. All right? The third issue that I want to just talk about is imagine that you love your family member, but your family member is being toxic and abusive. All right? And you put up with perhaps their drug addiction, so much so that now you get arrested and charged with aiding and abetting a crime. You know? You're charged with assisting, helping, aiding your loved one committing a crime because, you know, you were tolerating because you, out of your love for that person. Well, don't do that. If you see them committing a crime, call them out on it. Don't participate in it in any way with them. All right? It can cause deportability. It can cause a horrible consequence for your immigration future. Okay? Way number 4. All right? Way number 4. Imagine you're in an immigration interview. All right? And you love your spouse. And so you lie and you say that your spouse never left the United States. Okay? Lying to protect your spouse in an immigration interview can cause deportability. Don't do it. These types of issues, you want to prepare them well in advance with your lawyer so that you're on the same page. Hey, I'm nervous about this issue. I'm nervous about this issue. How do I answer this question? How do I answer that question? You know, certain things, it's better to remain silent, right? Certain things, it's like, hey, the fact, you know, in some situations, the fact that your spouse left the U.S. and re-entered might not cause an issue for your case, right? In some instances, it won't even cause an issue for your spouse's case if they re-entered lawfully, for example, right? But so anyway, you don't want to misrepresent anything to immigration in an interview. It can cause serious consequences. Finally, the last and fifth, and then we'll open it up to any questions if there are any. The last and fifth is, imagine that you don't really love someone. You don't love them, but you agree to marry them anyway. All right? You don't really love someone, but you agree to marry them anyway because you disagree with U.S. immigration laws and you want to help them out. Hey, I don't really love you, but we can be friends, and I don't like U.S. immigration law, so let's get married because I want to help you out. All right? That's a nice gesture, but immigration calls it marriage fraud. And so don't do that. That will cause your spouse to become deportable, right? There are consequences in theory. There are consequences against a U.S. citizen that does that too. But those consequences, it's very rare that those actually are seen. The main consequences are against the immigrant spouse. It makes them inadmissible, and no petitions can be approved for the rest of their lives. Okay? So anyway, that's it, right? That's it. Those are the 5 scenarios that I wanted to share where love can cause a problem in an immigration case, and it can even cause deportability and the deportation of someone if the decisions and the actions taken in the name of love are not very well thought out, all right? Or if they are the types of actions that cause deportability, okay? So I wanted to share that. I hope this was useful. I don't know. I kind of wanted to do a fun spin on Valentine's Day because it is Valentine's Day. So we're talking about love. And this is kind of like the dark side of when love can cause a problem. And that being said, like I'm a lover, right? By my nature, right? And so, like, I very much want everybody to share your love with the people in your lives. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. The main point of the message is it's not the love that's the problem. It's what we're deciding sometimes and what we're doing sometimes can cause serious consequences for a person's immigration future. All right? That's all I wanted to share today. I hope this was useful. If it was, please subscribe to our channel. Please give our video a heart or a thumbs up or give it some love in the platform that you're viewing it. All right? If you want to see additional videos that we're posting, please subscribe to our channel and please hit the notifications bell in our channel. That way you can see additional updates and news as we have them. And if you have an immigration case, hey, please give us a call. We're here to help. We would love to help you. All right? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. And I'll see you next time on our next episode of Deportation Defense Live.